Hello, everybody. Let's start the study of Chapter 7, Principles of Market Valuation. There are three analytical pillars of finance: time value of money, asset valuation, and risk management. Asset valuation, which is the second one, is the process of estimating how much an asset is worth and is at the heart of much of financial decision-making. The objectives of this chapter are to understand why market valuation of assets is important in financial economics, explain the law of one price as the principle underlying all asset valuation procedures, explain the meaning and role of valuation models. Now let's study the Section 1, Value Maximization and Financial Decisions. In this section, we will study that both households and firms make financial decisions based on the criterion of value maximization. In many instances, personal financial decisions can be made by selecting the alternative that maximizes value without even considering the individual's consumption and risk preferences. To give a simple example, consider the choice between alternative A, you get $100 today, and alternative B, you get $95 today. Suppose you had to guess how a stranger would choose, but you knew nothing about the stranger's preferences and future expectations. If the two alternatives are equivalent in every other respect, surely you would guess A on the grounds that more wealth is better than less. Few financial decisions are this simple and straightforward. Suppose now that the choice is between a share of very risky stock and a completely safe bond. The stranger is taking risks and is pessimistic about the price of the stock in the future. However, the current market price of the stock is $100 and the market price of the bond is $95. Because the stranger is taking risks and is pessimistic about the price of the stock in the future, you might predict that the stranger would choose the bond. However, even if the stranger ultimately wants to invest the money in safe bonds, the stranger should choose the stock, because the stranger can sell the stock for $100 and buy the bond for $95. As long as the broker fee and other transaction costs of buying and selling the securities are less than the $5 difference in price, the stranger will come out ahead by choosing the stock. This simple example makes two important points. The first one is that the financial decision can rationally be made purely on the basis of value maximization, regardless of the stranger's risk preferences or expectations about the future. The second one, the market for financial assets provides the information needed to value the alternatives. The following is a quiz. Suppose that you win a contest and the prize is a choice between a ticket to the opera and a ticket to the ball game. The opera ticket has a price of $100 and the ticket to the ball game has a price of $25. Assuming you prefer ball games to opera, which ticket should you choose? Even if you prefer the ball games to the opera, you can choose the opera ticket and exchange it for $100. Then buy a ticket to the ball game for $25 and pocket the $75 difference. If the cost to you of taking the time and the trouble to exchange the tickets does not exceed the $75 difference, in the price of the tickets, it is better to take the upper ticket. Up to now, we have studied that households make financial decisions based on the criterion of value maximization. How about firms? Just as households, firms also make financial decisions based on the criterion of value maximization. Managers of corporations, therefore, look for a role that will lead to the same decisions that each of the individual shareholders would have made had they made the decisions themselves. Both economic theory and common sense suggest the following role for corporate financial decision-making. Choose investment to maximize current shareholders' wealth. Virtually every shareholder would agree with it, so it can be made without any other information about shareholder preferences. In summary, we studied the value maximization criterion applied in both households and firms' financial decisions. That's all about this section. Bye.